Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to Garnett-Tools. Guys, a couple weeks ago I made a pretty big oopsie, so today we're going to show you just how easy it is to rebuild one of these CT761s. Stay tuned. So really quickly, I'm going to show you what I did. I was cleaning this gun. I bought it for a little to no money, and I made the mistake of getting some water into that trigger. Now when you put the battery in, runs full time. Take it out, and we're gonna try it in this other one. Look at that. Works like it should. And as you can see, this thing's pretty beat. It's the black edition, which is, a more expensive version, but for some reason, everyone wants the red one. So what I'm gonna do is take the guts out of this one and put them in this one that I ruined. And let's see, we are gonna start right with, you know what? No, we're gonna start with the black one. So of course you got to take the screws out, and we'll go ahead and speed through that. Here we are. Open. Here's a half of that clamshell. Screw still stuck in here, but we can leave it in. But here is the guts. There is the trigger I need. See if we can pop this out of here like this. Which, it's looking like a no. I might have to take something else. Alright, let's try this again. Lift the trigger out. You just lift this rest of it out of there once that trigger's out. And there's the other half of the clamshell. You can see we can unplug this from that switch. The light on the front of the nose cone, unplug it from the switch. And here's the inside. There's a little backup washer, spacer washer that sits inside there. Rides against the gears, it looks like, in that gearbox. Yeah, looks like it rides like that. We'll set that off to the side. And is there any more that needs to come apart? See, normally I might take these, unsolder this. But I don't know the age of either motor. Let's see. I don't think I can see any real date code on there. It's just, I don't know, product numbers. I mean, maybe they can translate it. There's something on this trigger. Yeah, I don't know. We're just gonna swap the whole thing, I think. We'll dig deeper into this nose cone here. Obviously, there's some reduction gears here. That big spring. Anvil. Look at the ears on that guy. Not what I expected, actually. There's what it rides in. Hammers on that. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty simple simple gearbox here. Not really much to it. See this nose cone. So with this front piece, you're gonna have to hammer this roll pin out. So what I have is a little screwdriver here, and I don't think I can just lift it off of there. No, it's not gonna work like that. So Here we have, yeah, I got this, oh, let's see what's going on. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna take it from the red one, cause that one looks a bit better than the other one. So you just smack it out like that. You see it's starting to move right there. Take something really small, pound it out of there. And since this nose cone's bad, I really don't have to worry about damaging it too bad. So that's out of there. So what do we have next? We'll set the roll pin aside. And we'll start taking this red one apart. So there we have the, as you can see, the switch looks pretty much the same. Take a look at the numbers. Alright, so now we can lift this nose cone light off. Put it on a new nose cone. I forgot to mention that. I bought a new nose cone. So this, you can get these off eBay, Amazon, I think. I'll put the link in the description. But you just take out this roll pin. Grab your hammer. And I'm just going to tap it in here. And just so it retains it a little bit. Not go all the way. We'll do the final at the end. Yeah, it's perfect. So, there's my light. Yeah, we'll set. Look in there. Yeah, looks good. We'll set that aside for now, and keep moving here. So this is the switch, and I think this. Yeah, this looks a lot better than the one that I'm swapping into. So we'll take that. And if you want to know how this thing works, there's two little spring tabs right here. You just push them down like this, and that's kind of what sits in the back of this plastic trigger. And you just pop it on there, and it works. Springs it back. That's good to go. So, just a quick function check. Always gotta do it, gotta do it, gotta do it. We want to make sure, hold on, I don't know, there's a couple places or a couple ways this can go. So let me check with the bad one first. I think it goes like this. Yep. Alright. So these two posts is one from the back. They kind of sit in the middle. Not like that. No, like that. Yep. That's it right there. Plug it in. Doesn't automatically run. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty. Okay. So now we can officially start putting this thing together. We'll slide this stuff off to the side. So of course I gotta get this plate down in here. I don't want to forget that. Gears, anvil go together. Sit inside the nose cone. And yeah, there's something I forgot here. So since I have it apart, there's no need, like I don't want to forget this part, so I'm gonna have to put some grease in here. Oh, there goes the gear. Just a little bit, you know, since I have it apart, it needs a little bit of lubrication. You don't want to forego the lubrication. Up here, we don't need too much, because too much would be a bad thing on the anvils. It would kind of cushion the blows, make it output less. Put this gear back in here. And we're going to dab some grease on here as well. Kind of get this worked in. And all I'm using is dielectric grease. Loctite dielectric grease. Get her nice and lubed there. And we'll just shove it in here. And that fits really nice in that new nose cone. That's why I put the gloves on. Pretty gross here. So this is pretty easy. You're gonna see there's a couple alignment marks or notches on the housing there. Kind of have to line those up and get it to slide down. There we go. Sitting in there like that. And now she's all one piece. I don't know which way to orient this right now. I think maybe it goes like this. We'll find out when we put it in the case. But I think it goes like that. And put this in this clamshell. Now you see this clamshell looks a lot better than that black one. That's why I'm using it. Let me see. This is the anti-vibration pad. They look pretty good. That hold that motor in place. So we'll go ahead and set it down in here. And kind of like wiggle it into place. And she looks like she sits real good right there. Something's a little off. The good thing about this is that it can only go really one way. Sit like this, set it in there. I don't know why this is. Hold on. What am I doing wrong? Oh, okay. Alright. This, you see where that light, there's a specific spot that light sits in reference to that black nose piece. So, there we go. That's a lot better. Now she's all lined up, ready to go. We'll make sure we get this in the right spot. So there's a couple tabs you have to make sure that the pins that wafer is connected to, we have to make sure. Let me push these in here real quick. But with this wafer piece, you have to make sure it's above these tabs that are in the clamshell. If you ever have one apart yourself, you'll see it kind of like slots in there. But we'll plug this. Dang it. This is real awkward. I think I got, yeah. Alright, so that's that. Now, every rebuild, function check again. So we'll snap this battery in here. Blam. Clicks in real nice. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Now we can put it back together. So I'm going to slap this half of the clamshell back on top of here. And I'm going to make sure I get those tabs aligned on that wafer piece. so it doesn't just slip out of there. And I think that's pretty good. Close the rest of it. Yeah, we're doing pretty good here. Yeah, and we'll just take each screw from this corresponding spot on the black one since I left the screws in it. There we go. Function check. Works. I like it. I like it a lot. Lights come on. Got forward and backward. My battery indicator comes on, goes off. Look at that. That was a pretty easy rebuild. Anvil looks pretty good. I think we're about done there. So we'll take all this stuff. All this is worthless. All these, I don't know whether to keep this stuff or I don't know. I kind of, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna throw it away. There's no sense in me keeping it. Junk. Look at that. That's almost like a fresh CT761 right there. Oh, I gotta get this. Look at that. Good stuff. I gotta get that pin knocked back down in there, but I like it. So let's get this pin locked back down in here. Grab my screwdriver, my little tiny screwdriver again. Kind of want to just, you know, get it flush. No, it's not rocket science. Just get it flush. But that's it. That's all I have for you. If you like, you can check out my Twitter and Instagram if you're interested. You can also check out my affiliate links if you're interested in those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.